from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he goes out right around the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense for the Dolphins, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Denver.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Wright. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 6.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Wright's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Dolphins hit 6-5 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion left, Hardman. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And still fighting.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Wright.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Mason.
Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Off the bootleg. Mason.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. the man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson to about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Chubb will try the middle here. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
Hopkins' kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Broncos 3.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a play fake here on first down.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Returnable now for Allen. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Go! 19 tight, 19 tight. Huh.
Here's McCarthy.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Come on, set. Viking 18. Ready?
Right is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
He'll try again. They'll try again.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Jalen Wright with his 6th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe the sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Chris Jones on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw. Mason. That is caught. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 6. Now Chubb running right. Powers, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
To the air with McCarthy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mason. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Out of the gun, here's a give to right.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 70 range, 70 range. Come 19, come 19. Take go.
Now McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Get it. Rig alert, rig alert. Warrior 70. Panther Street, Panther Street.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Throwing is McCarthy.
He's got Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. A give up the middle to right. Dances by him and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Right there, hurt.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Allen has it, left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
They'll work the middle here with Wright.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
60 Maverick, 60. Set. Ready.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They make their 2nd half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Looking to throw. Mason.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw their verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Mason.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Allen. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Here we go, set.
They'll go again here with Wright.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Trap 60, trap 60. Track it 60.
The tight end Henry here in motion.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Operating from the gun, Mason.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw, Mason. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone go.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. Nifty move. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Chubb is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Mason. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Caught by Allen. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the gun on 3rd down, Mason. That pass complete to Moore. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw. Mason. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Back to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 left, 18 left.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them,
And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their